Hey, y'all, how's it going? It's your boy Kennard Lewis. We in the flesh. We doing it right. And I'm here today to talk to you about a topic that I know can be difficult to find sometimes, and that's about finding strength. It ain't always so easy to push forward when you feel like the world is pulling you back. It doesn't feel easy to find the strength when you seem to be looking everywhere and all you see is negativity. It's even sometimes find strength to do the things that you know you have to do because you have goals set in place, but you're just fatigued. You're fatigued mentally, physically, spiritually, and it just doesn't seem like you don't have any juice left in the tank. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating to be tired and know that there are responsibilities that are piling up that you have to handle. It sucks that that there are relationships that need to be repaired and taken care of because they're family or their blood or you live with them. It's hard. It's really hard, and there's no one way to find strength, right? There's no, oh, I gotta do this and do that. And I think what we fail to realize too is that strength has many different faces. Sometimes you think of strength of being able to lift up a big boulder, be able to lift up 50-pound dumbbells. But sometimes strength can just be getting through the day. You know, sometimes people think strength is being able to multitask five different things, but sometimes it's just being able to say I'm sorry or even to forgive. But I think one way that we can find strength is to take care of ourselves. I think we fail to realize that sometimes we're always on E, pushing forward. We're always on trying to pile up the load and trying to manage this heavy burden, but we can't because it's hard. But if we to find strength is that you have to have energy. And sometimes it's okay to push that to the side, to compartmentalize, let that thing slide. Take care of yourself a little bit. Find the strength to look after you. You have to recharge the battery, you know, but sometimes the battery always seems to be drained. And that's where it comes from, understanding that you got to take it one day at a time. You got to be able to push, take a step, take a step, take a step. By the time you know it, you've already gone through miles of steps, but you wouldn't see it because you're only in the first step or this 10th step or the 1,000th step. And that's how we need to do it. Life will always be difficult. And it's not easy to find strength because we're going through stuff. We have this weight of unmotivation. We got this weight of depression, this wave of anxiety. We got so many things happening to us. How do we stay strong? By taking a breath, by trying not to be so overwhelmed, by trying to focus on things that make us happy. You know, it's to purposely put things to the side so we can focus on us. I get it. Life is going to move. But how are we going to live if we don't take care of ourselves? How are we going to find strength if we don't worry about our health, about our minds, about our bodies? Like, I get it. Sometimes, you're working out and you don't want to work out, so you push. Sometimes you just take it step by step, take it set by set. Sometimes you have to repair relationships. Take it one conversation at a time, one day at a time. Pray, do something. Try to believe that it's going to get better. Hope, making the actions, and sometimes you have to want to do it. That's how it goes at the end of the day, because our goals are predicated on based on our ability to make a step forward. Yeah, we might get there at a slower rate because we're going slower, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to get there. We have to understand that strength comes from within. Doesn't come from out there. It comes from in here. And we have to find the strength by knowing why we started some of those goals, knowing why we're living, knowing why we're on this path. And it's real. Because we have to ask ourselves, did we just come this far? Is this it? That's it. Like, we just come, we did all that work, we did all that crying, we did all that sweat, blood, and tears just to stop here? So we're going to let a relationship define us. We're going to let this set define us. We're going to give up. Obviously, easier said than done, so I'm not minimizing what we're going through, because we're all going through something. But take it step by step. It could be the smallest step. That's strength. It could just be, going through the motions. That's strength. It could just be trying to smile one time out of the day. That's strength. It could just be watching your shows, not killing yourself, not stressing yourself out even more. That's strength. Survival is strength. Pushing forward is strength. And you find that by looking after yourself. You find that by understanding why you're living. It's relative. There's different ways of how strength can look. But I need you to push forward. I need you to see the value in yourself. So please, let's do it. Let's find the strength, because I know we're much more than the place that we're in right now. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.